VANDEGRIFT High School in Austin, Texas. My name is Merle Bertrand, coming to you live tonight as the VANDEGRIFT Vipers get ready to open the 2022 UIL baseball playoffs with a Bi-dist matchup against their neighbors from down Highway 620, the number 3 ranked Lake Travis Cavaliers, in Game 1 of this best 2 out of 3 series. Before we get underway, I want to address the elephant in the room, which is that this will unfortunately be an audio-only radio-style broadcast. Nothing's wrong with your laptop or mobile device, nothing wrong on our end. The unfortunate reality is that the UIL has sold all postseason video rights for baseball playoff broadcasts. That means that if the NFHS network, a nationwide pay-per-view entity, chooses to broadcast a playoff game or series, they get to do so, often using subcontractors for the production, which is the case with this series. Since NFHS is doing video through Texan Live, we can only do audio broadcasts this weekend as per UIL rules and restrictions. It stinks, but I'll do everything I can to paint the scene, and definitely want to thank you for tuning in here tonight and tomorrow for this playoff series. Back to the matter at hand, Coach Gerald Hickle's VANDEGRIFT Vipers held off the defending district champion Round Rock Dragons 3-0 back on April 26th to clinch the number 4 seed in District 25 6A. Tonight marks just the 3rd postseason appearance for Viper baseball and the first since Coach Alan McGee's 2018 VANDEGRIFT club. The Vipers are also looking for their first ever playoff win and enter the postseason with a deceptive 16-12 record. Deceptive because 6 of those 12 losses were by a single run, 2 more were by just 2 runs. They never lost by more than 3 runs the entire season, which was the case in the other 4 losses. The Vipers are a dangerous number 4 seed. Lake Travis, on the other hand, is a regular fixture in the postseason. Coach Mike Rogers' Cavaliers enter this weekend's series ranked number 3 in the state, according to TexasHighSchoolBaseball.com. Winners of District 26 6A with an overall mark of 25-4-3. The winner of the series meets the winner of New Braunfels versus San Antonio Johnson in the area around next week. That series got underway about 90 minutes ago down in New Braunfels. That sets the tables here. We'll take a break and we'll make sure that we're all settled in. And when we come back, we'll hear from Vipers head coach Gerald Hickle talking about last week's playoff clinching win over Round Rock and get his thoughts on this playoff series against the Lake Travis Cavaliers. You're listening to VANDEGRIFT Vipers Baseball on the Vype Live Network.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Texas. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Well, pleased to be joined for the first of what we hope are very many postseason interviews by the head coach of the VANDEGRIFT Vipers, Coach Gerald Hickle. And first of all, Coach, before we talk about the playoffs, congratulations on making it to the playoffs. You guys had a more up and down season than today at Six Flags. But talk about the game at against Round Rock last week to get you guys in the season and in the postseason, and what it's been like to get you here so far.
You know, Daniel did an amazing job going out, and against the defending district champs, he threw a total of 14 shutout innings. And for my senior number 1 pitcher to go out and say, I want the ball against that group to make the playoffs, it was the best thing of the entire year so far. And then you look at our at-bats and our quality ABs versus Socorro and the great pitchers that they have. It was really a culmination of everything these boys have worked for the entire season to make the playoffs, and which is one of the goals that they set at the beginning.
I went home and I was talking to people. I said, that's the best game that the team has played all year. It came at a great time. Now you've got to replicate it again tonight. I'm not even going to ask you what it takes to beat Lake Travis, because I know what you're going to say. You're going to say something along the lines of, we got to do that again.
We absolutely do. And the biggest thing for us is playing our type of game. You know, it's very easy to go in the playoffs and think you have to be somebody else. For our guys, just be who we are, and we got a chance every single game, just like we have the entire season.
I was kind of looking at some of the numbers. This is not the typical number 4 seed. I don't think I would want to face you guys, especially when you're on. I mean, yeah, 16-12, but half of those losses are 1-run games. Lake Travis coming in here as the number 1 seed, does that factor into it all in their minds, do you think?
You know, I think with a team like Lake Travis and what Mike does over there, you know, they're not looking at, you know, if they're 4 seed, 3 seed. Right. It doesn't really matter to those guys. They just know that they're playing a playoff series against a rival team that's really close to them, and they want to come out here and play good baseball just like we do.
And then you kind of led into my next question. This is a rivalry game. Other than Vista Ridge or somebody like that who's in the district and in the school district, Lake Travis is, what, 10 miles right down the road? These guys all know each other and play each other all season long.
Oh, and I'm sure they've been snapping and texting and doing everything else to communicate with each other.
Are you insinuating that high school kids would do trash talk on social media or anywhere else?
You know, it's going to make the game fun, as long as it's clean.
Well, Coach, we're kind of joking around before, you know, who you want to face in the next round. It would just be whoever's in the other dugout, but you got to get to Lake Travis first, right?
That's exactly how I feel. If you ask me who I want to play, it's whoever is in the other dugout, but we know we have a tall task ahead of us, and looking forward to it.
Well, Coach, congratulations again, and getting to the postseason. Hopefully this is the first of many, many years and the first of many, many games here in 2022.
Yes, sir.
VandeGrift VIPERS head coach Gerald Hickle Canada to join us here in the pregame show. We'll take a break and be right back. You're listening to VandeGrift VIPERS Baseball on the Vype Live Network.
Become a Vype Insider today. Access breaking news in high school sports. Enjoy premium articles and exclusive coverage written by expert analysts, and watch exclusive videos, documentaries on programs in your area. It's only $2.99 a month if you subscribe for the monthly plan. If you go for the yearly plan, it rounds out to just $1.99 a month. It costs you only $24 a year to get all of your Vype news throughout the entire year. Subscribe today. What are you waiting for? It's less than a cup of coffee a month. Become a Vype Insider. $2.99 a month, $23.99 for the whole year. Hey, it's Vype. We will see you at the games.
Here along with the coach, Les Clary, our QA, back at the Comfy Cozy Vype Live Studios. I want to remind everybody, don't miss the UIL Baseball State Championship starting Wednesday, June 8th at UFCU Disch-Falk Field in Austin, Texas, and the Dell Diamond in Round Rock, Texas. Ticket information and more can be found at uiltexas.org. Tonight, by the way, marking our 612 Vipers cast overall on KMAX Sports and Vype, dating back to 2009. And the 174th Vipers baseball broadcast. Big thanks to Boost Club President Jennifer Farrow, Vice President Stephen Mueller, and our sponsors for making these broadcasts possible. We'll call them up there so you can see them on your screen. That would include our Grand Slam sponsor, Shannon Kramer with Kramer Property Group, our home run sponsor, Silverton Custom Homes with Mr. Jason Grimm, along with Jones and Spross, our double play sponsors, Sport Clips Haircuts, Craig Smize with 1835 Realty, Ranch Road Vision Source, and the DeQuaybos Company, and our single play sponsors, Pediatric Dentistry of Steiner Ranch, Trent Reynolds Player Development, Steiner Dental, Pinnacle Sports Performance and Rehabilitation, Candalia Haley Dance Hall, Tomlin Family Orthodontics, Steiner Wellness and Nutrition, and South Star Bank, along with our Vype Network sponsor, that would be Academy Sports and Outdoors. Welcome back. Hot, muggy night in Austin, Texas, about 92 degrees with a strong wind blowing from right to left. With last week's win over Round Rock, the Vipers earned the fourth and final playoff spot in District 25 6A, joining Westwood, Cedar Ridge, and Vista Ridge in the postseason. As we take a look at the final regular season standings, you can see how it all finished up. The Vipers earned the final playoff spot by virtually sweeping Round Rock in both meetings earlier this season. You can also see the other three by-district matchups, with Westwood taking on San Marcos. They lead that one 4-0 in the third inning down in San Marcos in game number 1. Cedar Ridge facing Bowie. That series also on Vype Live. Bowie trailing that, or Cedar Ridge leading that one 1-0 in the second. And Vista Ridge taking on Westlake. That series was supposed to begin last night, but Mother Nature, as she often does, intervening and postponing the start of that series until tonight. We'll keep tabs on all those other series as best we can, and I try to give you as much playoff information as we can throughout the evening. Coaches gathering around home plate, a 4-man umpiring crew tonight. Full house. Officials walking the field earlier tonight to make sure that all's in shape. We'll give you the starting lineups for both clubs. For the Lake Travis Cavaliers, it'll be Caden Kent, the shortstop, to lead it off. David Ripple over at third base batting second. Cole Johnson behind the plate batting third. Ethan Calder, the pitcher, in the cleanup spot. Will Langdon, the DH, for the right fielder. O.J. Gonzalez batting fifth. Dylan Slaughterback at second base batting sixth. Daniel Ripple out on left field batting seventh. Austin Reed in center field batting eighth. And Gavin Slaughterback over at first base batting ninth. So Kent, David Ripple, Johnson, Calder, Langdon, Diller Slaughterback, Daniel Ripple, Reed, and Gavin Slaughterback, the batting order for Mike Rogers, Lake Travis Cavaliers. Viper defense, Gavin Shaddix, Jackson Lewis, Connor Freeman, the outfield left to right. Hudson Lilly, Simon Baker, Clayton Moore, Landon Thomason, the infield third to first. Braden Buchanan behind the plate. And Daniel Farrell, making his 13th appearance of the season, comes in with a record of 82. A team-leading 51 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 35 hits, 16 runs, just 14 of those earned. Struck out 63, walked 34, and has an ERA of 1.90 on the season. Vipers, a home team here at Benham Field. They're wearing the sort of light cream-colored jerseys and pants with the black spats, black VANDEGRIFT and scripted lettering across the front, the black hat for the Vipers. Lake Travis, the road team, they're wearing the all-gray jerseys and pants. Dark red numerals outlined in black, the red cap with the black trim with the black bill for the Lake Travis Cavaliers. All grass and dirt here at Benham Field, the way God meant baseball to be played. 323 to the left field foul pole, 325 to right, 380 feet to dead away center field. And again, the breeze blowing a little bit from right to left as it typically does. Vipers have been out in the field waiting for the umpires to finish up their conference. Farrow has been playing catch with Hudson Lilly over third base. He wants to get his warm-up tosses in.
We don't have Walker Workman.
There's Springs out in front of me. I'm like, you can't.
Top of the second inning, Cedar Park and Dripping Springs, 4-1 Cedar Park on top. What we used to call the K-Mac Cup game, 1 game, 2 broadcasts, both for Cedar Park and Dripping Springs. Johnson leading Liberty Hill, top of the second inning, down in Buda, 2-0. All right, they've cleared away the home plate area, and Daniel Farrell can finally get in some warm-up tosses. Emails open, voiceofthevipers@gmail.com. Give a shout out to your favorite player on either side. Say hello to my mom, the #1 Viper fan of the great state of Illinois. She's tuned in tonight. And again, if you're just tuning in and wondering where the video is, I'm not going to repeat the whole spiel, but the short answer is the UIL has sold postseason rights to a nationwide company. They have first right of refusal. And when they choose to do a game, everybody else is relegated to doing just the audio. But thanks to the Booster Club for going ahead and proceeding with the broadcast. I guarantee the numbers will be just what they are during the regular season. So thank you very much for tuning in. As Caden Kent steps in to lead it off here in the top half of the first inning. Game number 1, best 2 out of 3. Again, a 4-man umpiring crew, which is the usual for the postseason. And the first pitch from Daniel Farrell is ground ball right up the middle, and it's going to be a base hit for Lake Travis. One pitch, one hit. And the Cavaliers have the leadoff runner aboard as Caden Kent gets things started for the Cavaliers. That'll bring up third baseman David Ripple. So Fair now working from the stretch with the runner at first, showing bunt, and that ball is fouled. Back to the screen for Ripple. Oh, they're going to say it hit him. Braden Buchanan want to appeal down to the third base umpire, who agrees, so it's going to be runners at first and second for the Cavs on the hit by pitch. So a single and a hit by pitch has the Cavaliers in business early for Cole Johnson, the catcher. So runners at first and second with nobody out here. And first pitch inside corner, called strike one to Johnson. Thomason and Lilly in a little bit at third, especially Thomason at first base in anticipation of a possible bunt. But showing no signs of a bunt. Looked good to me, but the umpire says it's low. Here's it from the partisan Viper crowd. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. That's at the knees for call strike 2. 1-2 to the Cavalier catcher. One ball, 2 strikes. Just a little low, good pitch in the count, 2-2. Not a cloud in the sky. Two balls, 2 strikes from Farrell. Ground ball right side, and that is going to be, and they're going to call foul. Nice job there by Landon Thomason, trying to tippy-toe like a wide receiver, trying to keep both his feet inbounds on a pass, but first base umpire says it's foul. And the count remains 2-2 to Johnson. Temperatures dip below 90 degrees, now 88 degrees. Not incredibly humid. 2-2 to Johnson. That ball ripped fouled on the first baseline, and the battle will continue. Pitch number 7 coming up here to Cole Johnson. Two balls, 2 strikes. Farrell looking in, working from the stretch. The right-hander with the 2-2 pitch. Just a little low when the count goes full. Kent at second, Ripple at first, nobody out, the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for a big first out of the inning. One away, and that'll bring a pitcher Ethan Calder with runners still at first and second. Now a double play gets you out of the inning, and the Vipers have turned a bunch this season. Lifted fouled on the third base side, out of play, strike 1. No balls and a strike. Right down the pipe for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to Farrell's opposite number, Calder. Down low, and nice job there by Buchanan to keep that ball in front of him. Kent thought about moving down to third, but I'm sure he's gotten the message. You don't want to run on Braden Buchanan unless the ball's in the parking lot. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Chopper left side, foul down the third base side, and the count remains 1-2. Mike Rogers in his 8th year at the helm of the Cavaliers, taking over for longtime coach Roy Cannon. One ball, 2 strikes. Farrell looking in, has a sign. The pitch. Tap foul again. Boy, Calder just got a piece of that one. He was way out in front of it. Farrell looking in again. Runners at first and second. One out here, top of the first, just underway. The 1-2 pitch. Just missed it outside. Buchanan tried to frame it. Umpire wasn't buying it. And the count goes to 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Fouled again. Nasty curveball. Calder hanging alive. This will be pitch number 8 coming up. Took 8 pitches to get Johnson. Good battle here, 2-2. The pitch from Farrell. Foul back again. Farrell keeps throwing strikes. Calder keeps wasting them. The 2-2 pitch again. Hit in the air to right center field. Pretty well tagged, but looks like it's going to be playable. And hauling it in is Jackson Lewis. Tagging at second, moving up to third is Caden Kent. So runners at the corners, but now 2 outs for Lake Travis. As Calder looks a fly ball to center field, retired by Lures. 2 outs, runners at the corners for Will Langdon, the DH. Farrell leading it again. And the fake throw to third. We'll look over to first. Little number to the right side, and it drifts into the glove of Clayton Moore, and the Vipers are out of the inning. Lake Travis gets the first 2 runners aboard on a single up the middle, and the hit batter unable to do anything with them. And at the end of 1/2 inning of play, it's Lake Travis nothing, and Vandergrift coming up to bat. The Vipers will send up a batting order that looks like this. Jackson Lewis, the center fielder, will lead it off. Clayton Moore, the second baseman, batting second. Braden Buchanan behind the plate, batting third. Connor Freeman in right field, batting cleanup. Gavin Shattuck's out in left field, batting fifth. Simon Baker, the shortstop, batting sixth. Landon Thomason over at first base, batting seventh. M.D. Connor, the DH, batting eighth for Farrow. And Hudson Lilly over at third base, batting ninth. So Lewis, Moore, Buchanan, Freeman, Shattuck, Baker, Thomason, Connor, and Lilly, the batting order for Coach Gerald Hickles, Vandergrift Vipers. Cavalier defense is Daniel Ripple, Austin Reed, O.J. Gonzalez, the outfield left to right. David Ripple, Caden Kent, Dylan Slaughterback, and Gavin Slaughterback, the infield third to first. Cole Johnson behind the plate, and Ethan Calder, lefty on the hill for the Lake Travis Cavaliers. Well, that'll be a good dose of confidence for these Vipers to get out of the first inning scoreless. And Daniel Farrow throwing strikes. Happy to have you with us tonight on this Friday night. Games 2 and 3 tomorrow from Lake Travis. 1 o'clock for game number 2. If there is a game 3, it'll get underway 30 minutes at the conclusion of game number 2. We'll make the trip to Cavaliers Field and have those for you as well. Again, the email is open, voiceofthevipers@gmail.com. If you have any scoring updates from Vista Ridge and Westlake, let us know. We got a pretty good handle on the Westwood score and the Bowie score. But feel free to give a shout out to your favorite player on either side. Lake Travis fans are welcome aboard as well. So here we go. Jackson Lewis, the center fielder, lead it off, batting .294 on the season. No home runs and 9 RBI, a couple of doubles and a triple. Tied with Clayton Moore for the team lead in walks with 15. All stats compiled by yours truly and incredibly unofficial. So the first pitch to Lures is low and away, ball one. As Calder, the lefty, working from the stretch, even with nobody on base. Lights are on here at Venom Field. Curveball stays up high, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to Lures. Swings on this one and fouls it out of play to the left side, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Check the swing. Did he go? They're going to appeal. They're going to down to third base. Umpire says no. So the count goes 3-1. Three-one pitch at the knees for strike two, and the count goes full to Lures. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Lures. Ground ball left side. Gobbled up by Caden Kitt, and a throw to first in time. The 6-3 put out. And with one out, that'll bring up Clayton Moore. The Lone Ranger batting .260 on the season. That average has risen about 60 points since the start of district play. No home runs, 13 RBI, a double, and again tied with Lures with 15 walks coming in tonight's game. Steps in here with one out, bases empty, and takes the first pitch high and away, ball one. Swing and a miss, strike one. One ball, one strike. Swing and a miss, strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three. And Moore's out on strikes for out number two. 2 outs, bases empty for the catcher, Braden Buchanan. Buchanan batting .376 on the season. 1 homer with 14 RBI. Leads the team in doubles with 9 and has a triple as well. Steps in here with 2 outs, bases empty in the bottom of the first inning. And takes the first pitch down low, ball one. Umpire kind of flinched like he was going to call a strike. Drew a look back from the catcher, Johnson. 1-0 pitch. That's in the first strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Friendswood leading Nederland 4-2, top of the 5th inning in a 5A battle in the greater Houston area. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball, that might get through, and it will get through. Buchanan with a 2-out single to center field. Teams are even in hits with one apiece, and that'll bring up right fielder Connor Freeman with 2 outs and a runner at first. We'll get a runner over at first base for Buchanan. We'll let you know who that is as soon as he turns around. As Freeman steps in, a .323 hitter, no home runs with 14 RBI, 3 doubles and a triple. Outside corner for a strike. Looked a little outside to me, but umpire says it's a strike. No balls and a strike to Freeman. Swing and a miss. Chase after that one. The count 0-2. Kind of makes me wonder if there may have been a hit and run on. Oh-2 pitch, runner at first. Curveball bends in there for a strike. Good looking pitch. And the Vipers are done here in the bottom of the first inning. In the inning, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, home run to left on base. We have played through 1. We'll go to the second inning. You're listening to Vandegrifts Vipers Baseball on the Vype Live Network.
What is Vype Live? Vype Live is one of the largest and most respected broadcast and live stream networks in the state of Texas. Vype Live broadcasts any sport you can think of for youngsters of any age, from Pee Wee and Pop Warner to high school, club, college, semi-pro, and beyond. We also broadcast plenty of academic, fine arts, and community-related events as well, and now as partners with Flow Sports. Email us at info@vypemedia.com to find out more. Vype Live. We bring your teams to you.
Back to Benham Field. We go to the top of the second inning for the Cavaliers. It will be 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up here. Dylan Slaughterback, Daniel Ripple, and Austin Reed to go to work against Daniel Farrow. 21 pitches in that first inning. The bulk of them coming against the catcher Cole Johnson and the pitcher Ethan Calder. Top of the third inning, Johnson over Liberty Hill, 3-0. Game number 1 of that series. So here's Dylan Slaughterback to lead off the top of the second inning, and he swings on the first pitch and slaps it out in the center field. So just like Caden Kent leading off the top of the first inning with the single on the first pitch, Slaughterback does the exact same thing, and that'll bring up left fielder Daniel Ripple. He shows bunt and pulls it back. The pitch low and in the dirt, ball 1, blocked by Buchanan. One ball, no strikes to Ripple. He turns on that one. That's a fair ball just inside the third base bag. Slaughterback rounding second, heading to third, and he's going to be waved around. Nothing going to hold him up. As getting the ball just in the nick of time was the left fielder Gavin Shaddix, but it's a no-out double down the left field line from Daniel Ripple, and Lake Travis has runners at second and third, but nobody out. Just yanked it about 6 inches inside the third base bag. So Dylan Slaughterback at third, Daniel Ripple at second, nobody out for Austin Reed, the center fielder. Infield in at the corners. Not showing signs of bunt. Takes the first pitch in there for a strike. Strike 1 to Austin Reed. Thomason at first, Lilly at third, both standing about 3 feet inside on the fringe. Now they back up just a little bit into the dirt. Middle infield back at double play depth. And that ball is going to get away, bounced off the corner of the plate, and the run will score. It was in the dirt. Buchanan usually blocks those, but it looked like it might have caught the front corner of the plate and took a weird bounce away from him. And that allows Dylan Slaughterback to score the first run of the ball game. Daniel Ripple moves up to third base. The count 1 ball, 1 strike to Reed, and it's 1-0 Lake Travis on top. One pitch. Down low, ball 2. Top of the third inning, Cedar Park 6, Dripping Springs 1 in game number 1. Two-one pitch. Chopper up the middle. That's going to score the run. And gobbled up to throw to first in time. Nice play by Simon Baker. That's all he could do with a 6-3 RBI fielder's choice for the first out of the inning as Daniel Ripple comes in. That makes it 2-0 Lake Travis. 1 out, bases empty for Gavin Schlotterbach.
That's right. They don't even care that much.
Yeah, that curveball bends inside. Schlotterbach flinched away from it, but the pitch came back across the inside corner for strike 1. Turns on that one and rips it foul over the Cavaliers dugout on the third base side. So Farrow ahead of the count now, no balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for out number 2. So 2 outs now, back to the top of the order to Caden Kent we go. Kent led off the ball game with a single, left stranded at third base last inning. Vipers shift the defense for Kent. Right fielder Connor Freeman. Pitch outside, misses ball 1. Freeman basically in the gap between right and center field. Center fielder Jackson Lures into the gap between center and left field. And Gavin Shaddix about 20 feet off the third base line. And that pitch low into the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes to Kent. Son of Major Leaguer Jeff Kent. Good baseball DNA. 2 balls and no strikes. Lift a fly ball down the left field line, and it's going to get out of play over the bullpen down there. The count goes to 2-1 to Kent. Two balls, 1 strike. The pitch from Farrow. That curveball bends it for a strike. Beautiful pitch, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nice bounce back from Farrow to strike out 2 of the 3 batters in the inning. But in the inning, Lake Travis does break out on top. They get 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll go to the bottom half of the second inning. New score, Lake Travis on top, 2-0.
Kevin. So their lineup's wrong. Do they have listed as catcher as their first baseman, and it's back and forth? Let me make it sure. Yeah. What's that? Gavin Schlotterback. It's direct swap, catcher, first base. Yeah.
So for the Vipers in the bottom of the second inning, it'll be Gavin Shattuck, Simon Baker, and Landon Thompson. All right, Mr. Buchanan correcting us. The lineup that they turned in is wrong. So we had Cole Johnson listed as catcher. He is over at first base, and the first baseman, Gavin Schlotterback, is actually behind the plate. So it's Ripple, Kent, Dylan Schlotterback, and Cole Johnson, the infield third and first, and Gavin Schlotterback behind the plate. So here we go to the bottom of the second inning. 5, 6, and 7 hitters to up here for VandeGrift. That'll be left fielder Gavin Shaddix to lead it off, followed by Simon Baker and Landon Thomason. Shaddix, a team leading .393 hitter, no home runs, 5 RBI, 4 doubles, and a triple. Trying to get things started here for the Vipers in the bottom of the second, down 2-0. And the pitch stays up high, ball 1. Ground ball right to middle, glances off the pitcher. He's going to try to track it down, and no play. That'll be an infield single. Shaddix with the rocket up the box. And the Vipers have their second base runner of the night. Glance off the knee of Calder. He went to track it down. Ripple coming in from third base. Neither one of them picked it up. And Shaddix is aboard. Going to bring up Simon Baker, a .328 hitter, no home runs, 4 RBI, 4 doubles, and a triple. Second hit of the ball game for VandeGrift. Tossed over to first. Shaddix, the Vipers' leading base stealer, 17 out of 18. So keep an eye on him over at first base. Down by 2, which argues against the steal, but you're only in the second inning, so you got a shot, you'll take it as Bakers digs in from the right side. He shows bunt, pulls it back, and the pitch at the left is for a strike.
Good up there, Merle.
Toss over to first, runner back.
Sorry,
16 pitches unofficially in that first inning for Calder. Goes bunt again and pushes it down, and it's just going to roll foul right before it got to the dirt. And it'll be strike 2 on Baker. Shaddix will have to retreat to first. Just missed get that one down. If that stays fair, he's aboard. Now the advantage switches over to Calder. No balls and 2 strikes to Baker, with Shaddix remaining at first base. Oh, 0-2 pitch. Lifts it foul up against the screen to hang alive, and the count remains 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Drop ball up the middle. Will it get through? Nope, it's going to be scooped up by Kent. He'll step in the bag for 1 and throw to first for the 6-3 double play. Thought it was going to get through, but it seemed to slow down on the grass and allowed Kent to track it down. So now 2 out, space is empty for Landon Thomason. Thomason batting .231 in the season, 1 home run, team leading 18 RBI. Double and a triple. He steps in here with 2 outs and the base is empty. Looks at the first pitch, high and away, ball 1. One-0 pitch. Down low, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to the Viper first baseman here in the bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss. Over the top of that one, the count goes to 2-1. Top of the 5th inning, Cedar Ridge still leading Bowie 1-0 in game number 1. That game down at Berger. 2-1 pitch. Foul back to the screen, 2-2 to Thomason. Two balls and 2 strikes.
She feels pretty good.
Good eye there. Took that pitch high and away. The count goes full to Thomason. Three-two pitch. Inside corner for a called strike 3. Gets a good long look from Thomason. Doesn't say anything. And a promising start to the inning comes in naught. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base after the double play.
The day I decided to go out for the football team, Mr. Banks, the JV football coach and my history teacher, asked me to stay after class. I thought I was in trouble. He said, "Hey, Darius, have you thought about going out for football? I think you'd be great." Fact is, I never played football. Fact is, I never had anyone tell me I'd be great at something. So, with no experience at all, I signed up. And a week later, I padded up and was running drills on the field. I never was great, but playing high school sports was one of the greatest experiences of my life. I was accepted by my teammates, and I learned that when someone believes in you, you can believe in yourself.
Encourage a student you know to take part in a high school sport. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
High School, we go to the top of the 3rd inning. Heart of the order to up for the Cavs. It'll be David Ripple, the 3rd baseman, number 2 hitter, to lead it off. And he'll take the first pitch from Farrow across the inside corner for strike 1. It'll be David Ripple, Cole Johnson, and Ethan Calder due up here in a 2-0 ball game. 0-1 pitch. Misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Down in San Marcos. San Marcos has tied it up. The Rattlers into the top of the 6th inning. So after 5, it's 4-4 San Marcos and Westwood in game number 1 of that series. Inside corner to the knees, called strike 2. One-two pitch to Ripple. Rip fouled on the first base side, and the count remains 1-2. Westwood had jumped out on top of that one 4-0. But the Rattlers have come back to tie it up. 1-2 pitch. Foul back to the screen. These Cavaliers, they do a great job of fouling all pitches, driving up the pitch count. Top of the 4th inning, down in Buda. Johnson 3, Liberty Hill 2, game number 1. 1-2 pitch again. Just missed outside, and the count goes to 2-2 to Ripple. Ripple hit by a pitch in the 1st inning, left stranded at first base. Pitch outside high, and the count goes full. Three balls, 2 strikes. Poke fouled on the 3rd base side, and again, just getting a piece of it to hang alive. Took 8 pitches against Cole Johnson, 9 against Ethan Calder. This will be pitch number 9 here to David Ripple. Lost him outside, ball 4, and it's a leadoff walk to the Cavalier 3rd baseman. That'll bring up Cole Johnson, 0 for 1 of the game. Struck out in the 1st inning. That one tapped out the third base side. Strike one to Johnson. Top of the fourth inning over at Cedar Park. 6-1 T-Wolves on top of Dripping Springs. There goes the runner off first. Buchanan firing down, and the throw. Did they get him? No, the throw a little bit up the line and high. Moore tried to put on the tag, but it'll be a stolen base for Ripple. And it's 1 1 strike to Johnson. Runner at second now with nobody out. Curveball stays a little low, says the umpire, and the count goes to 2-1 to Johnson. Two one pitch. Off the bat, hand a little number, and it's going to go right into the glove of Landon Thompson. Didn't even have to move. Basket catch there for out number one. With one out runner at second, that'll bring up starting pitcher Ethan Calder, who had a fly ball to center field back in the first inning. Curveball bends across the outside corner, strike one. Good looking pitch to Calder. One pitch. Ground ball right side. Thompson has it. He'll let the runner go over to third base and just step in the bag to take the sure out. So a 3 unassisted for out number 2 on the play. Ripple moves up to third base. 2 outs runner at third for Will Langdon. Langdon, a soft line drive into the glove of Clayton Moore to retire the side in the first inning, 0 for 1. And beautiful pitch there, the curveball in there for strike number 1. A couple of Houston area scores. Seven Lakes defeating Ridge Point 5-0 in game number 1. Friendswood leading Nederland 5-2, bottom of the 6th inning. In there again, inside corner, strike 2. That pitch has been working for Farrell really the last 2 outings. No balls, 2 strikes to Langdon. Ground ball right side. Thomason. Can he get it over to Farrell? And not in time, and the run scores. Ground ball to the right side. It kind of snow coned on Thomason. And good speed there by Langdon to beat Farrell over to the first base. And a 3-0 Lake Travis. So 2 outs runner at first for Dylan Slaughterbock. Now 3-0 Cavaliers. And snap though down, they're going to get him. Beautiful job there by Braden Buchanan. Scooping that pitch out on the right side. And back picked Will Langdon to get out of the inning. 2-3 pickoff to retire the side. But the Cavaliers tack on a run. Let's see if that was ruled a hit or not. Let's see here how they rule that. I think they're going to rule it a hit. Yeah, that was ruled an RBI single. So it'll be 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, nobody left on base. We'll go to the bottom half of the 3rd inning, down now 3-0. And then it'll be 8-9-1 due up here for the Vipers. MD Connor, Hudson Lilly back to the top of the order, and Jackson Lures will go. Well, you kind of see why Lake Travis is 25-4-3. Vipers aren't playing bad, but every little crack that Vandegrift gives Lake Travis, they've been able to take advantage of. Just a little hesitation here, an ill-timed walk there. And you look up and it's 3-0 Lake Travis. But we're only in the bottom of the third inning. Let's see if the Vipers can get a couple of runs here as MD Connor will lead it off. A 308 hitter on the season. No home runs with 14 RBI. 6 doubles for the Viper DH. Takes the first pitch in there, calls strike one. High and away, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Connor. At the knees for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Connor, leading off the Viper third. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Connor's out on strikes. Third strikeout of the ball game for Calder. With 1 away, that'll bring up Hudson Lilly, the third baseman. .310 hitter on the season. No homers, 10 RBI, 3 doubles. Coming in tonight's game. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ground ball left side, takes a nice friendly hop for David Ripple. The long throw to first, Ripple over to Cole Johnson. And the 5-3 putout makes it 2 away, and back to the top of the order, and Jackson Lures we go. Lures 0 for 1, grounded out to short in the bottom of the first inning. Viper center fielder steps in here with 2 outs and the base is empty. And takes the first pitch in there, calls strike 1. And the first strike again, 0-2 to Lures. Ethan Calder, the lefty, with the 0-2 pitch. Stays up high, ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Drop third strike to put on the tag to make it official. And the Vipers go quietly 1-2-3 here in the third. Nothing across. So after 3, still 3-0 Lake Travis. We'll take a break and be right back. You're listening to Vandegrift Vipers Baseball on the Vype Live Network.
What is Vype Live? Vype Live is one of the largest and most respected broadcast and live stream networks in the state of Texas. Vype Live broadcasts any sport you can think of for youngsters of any age, from Pee Wee and Pop Warner to high school, club, college, semi-pro, and beyond. We also broadcast plenty of academic, fine arts, and community-related events as well, and now as partners with Flow Sports. Email us at info@vypemedia.com to find out more. Vype Live. We bring your teams to you.
Here for Lake Travis as we go to the top half of the 4th inning. Merle Bertrand here, thanks to the coach, Les Clary. Keeping an eye and an ear on the broadcast from the Comfy Cozy Vype Live studios, making sure that we're staying on the air and sounding as good as we possibly can. It'll be Dylan Slaughterback, Daniel Ripple, and Austin Reed do up here for Lake Travis. More baseball tomorrow. Our game, of course, hopefully, well, we'll see how this one plays out. From Lake Travis tomorrow. Cedar Park and Dripping Springs, 1 game, 2 broadcast, games 2 and 3. Elgin against Brenham tomorrow coming up. Liberty Hill against Johnson. A couple of games out of Houston. In addition, if you are a girls lacrosse fan, we'll have the Texas Girls High School Lacrosse state semifinals and championship games this weekend on Vype. Yeah, the first pitch from Slaughter back down, low ball 1. That all gets underway tomorrow on Vype.com at 10 o'clock. 10, 12, 2, and 4 with the Division I and Division II state semifinals of girls lacrosse. Down low, 2 balls and no strikes to Slaughter back. Singled and scored the first run of the game in the second. Turns on that one and rips it fouled on the third baseline. Into the corner, and the count 2 balls and 1 strike to Dylan Slaughterbock. Two one pitch. Curveball just stayed inside, and the count goes 3-1. Unofficially, 54 pitches through 3 innings for Daniel Farrow. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, did hit a batter. 3-1 pitch. Good pitch there to make the count full. 3-2 to Slaughterbock. Top of the 5th inning, still 6-1 Cedar Park on top of Dripping Springs. Liberty Hill has bounced back big time. They lead Johnson now 9-3, top of the 4th inning. That one poked out a play to the right side. The count remains 3-2. Johnson led that game 3-0 early. Liberty Hill roaring back with 9 runs. Cedar Park all over Bowie, 5-0. Top of the 5th inning, game number 1 of that set. And that pitch inside, ball 4, says the umpire. And for the 4th straight inning, Lake Travis gets the leadoff runner aboard.
That's going to bring up left fielder, number 28, Daniel Ripple.
Leadoff hitter, single in the first, single in the second, walk in the third, walk here in the 4th. That's the difference in this ball game. As Daniel Ripple will step in, he doubled and scored in the 2nd inning. Swung on, fouled straight back, strike 1. No balls and a strike to Ripple. Just missed outside, 1-1. Farrell looks good tonight. These Lake Travis hitters, just tremendous discipline. Do a great job of following all pitches until they get one that they like or until he finally misses. 1-1 pitch. At the knees for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ripple. One-two pitch. That ball takes a funny hop over Buchanan's shoulder, gets back to the screen. And that will allow Slaughterbock to move up to second base. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Ripple with another runner in scoring position. Two-two pitch. That ball slapped into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Runner had to hold, so he'll be held up at third base. But the Cavs have runners at the corners again with nobody out. And Austin Reed, the center fielder, stepping in.
That brings up number 3, center fielder, Austin Reed.
So Dylan Slaughterbock at third, Daniel Ripple at first base. Nobody out for Reed. He grounded into an RBI fielder's choice in the second. And ground ball short over to second for 1 to throw to first. And safe at first as the ball one hopped. And Thompson unable to dig it out of the dirt. That allows a run to score. Would have scored anyway. 4-0 Lake Travis on the RBI fielder's choice. Ripple is eliminated. 6-4 on the force for out number 1. So 1 out. Runner at first in the form of Reed. That'll bring up Gavin Slaughterbock. 4-0 Cavaliers. Inside, low ball 1. One pitch. And again, that pitch one hops up to the plate and gets back to the screen. That allows Reed to move up to second base. 2 balls and no strikes to Schlotterbach. 2 balls, no strikes. Turns on that one and rips it into the Cavalier dugout. 2-1. Austin Reed standing at second base. Check the swing. Did he go? Look down to first. Umpire says no. And the count goes to 3-1 to Schlotterbach. Three-one pitch. That ball slapped to the left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. They're going to wave around Austin Reed. The throw coming in, and it's not going to be in time. Cut off. 5-0 Lake Travis on the RBI single up the middle by Gavin Schlotterbach. Courtesy runner coming in for the Cavaliers. This is Luke Reeder running over at first base for the catcher Schlotterbach. As back to the top of the order we go to Caden Kent. Conference on the mound as Coach Hickle out to talk to the Vipers. Lake Travis like water on a stone. They just keep chipping away. 5 runs on 6 hits. So the conference is over. Coach Hickle making his way back to the dugout in his first year at the helm of Vandegrift. Has him back in the playoffs for the first time since 2018. As Caden Kent steps in, 1 for 2 on the night. There goes the runner, pitch out, the throw down, it's going to be high, goes out in the center field. And that's going to allow the runner to move up to third. So 1 ball, no strikes to Kent. Reeder standing on third now with 1 away. And that pitch back to the backstop, but it bounces right back to Buchanan. So the runner had to stay at third base. 2 balls and no strikes to Kent. Like some activity in the Viper bullpen. You kind of get the feeling now that Dan DeFero was just overthrowing a little bit, just trying to do a little too much. 2 balls, no strikes. Hit in the air to right center field, pretty well tagged, and that ball's going to be up against the wall. The run's going to score. Rounding first, heading for second is Kent. He will pull up there with an RBI double to center field, and it's 6-0 Lake Travis.
Brings up third baseman number 12, David Ripple.
6-0 Cavs as David Ripple will step in. Seventh hit of the ball game by Lake Travis. And they are showing why they are the number 3 ranked team in the state right now. Ripple steps in, hit by pitch, and walk, scored in the 3rd inning. And Coach Hickle's going to come out, and that's going to be it for Daniel Farrow, I believe. And Mr. Farrow, senior, possibly walking off the pitcher's mound for the last time here at Benham Field. What a career he has had. He'll hope the Vipers can come back and maybe get another game here next week. He gets a well-deserved round of applause. Daniel Farrow. 2 straight strikeouts against Round Rock. 1 to open district play, the second to closeout district play. A big part of the reason why the Vandegrift Vipers are back in the playoffs. And he walks off the mound.
For the Vipers.
And new pitcher in for the Vipers is Dylan Mulcahy. Let me look up his numbers here for you. Dylan Mulcahy will step in, making his 9th appearance on the season, a misleading 1-4 record. 29 innings pitched, giving up 25 hits, 17 runs. 10 of those earned. He struck out 33 and walked just 12 with an ERA of 2.41. Don't forget, game number 2 tomorrow from Cavaliers Field will be on the air sometime between 12:45 and 12:50, give or take a few minutes. That'll be at 1 o'clock. Game 3, if necessary, will follow 30 minutes at the conclusion of game number 2. As David Ripple will step in, Mulcahy inherits a situation where Caden Kenton is standing on second base with 1 out. 3 runs in this inning thus far for Lake Travis. They're broken it open a little bit and pivot and throw back. Joe's bunt, curveball, stays outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Pitch up high, ball 2. Okay, at the belt, the 2-0 pitch. Gets the bunt down, third base side. Coming on is Lilly. He's got it and unable to make the throw. I think he just held that one. Ripple with pretty good speed. That'll be a bunt single, runners at the corner.
That's going to bring the first baseman, number 15.
Kent moves over to third. Ripple aboard at first on the bunt single. That'll bring up Cole Johnson. 0 for 2 on the night. Still just 1 out, but a double play gets you out of the inning. Good curveball, and then for a strike, strike 1. There goes the runner off first, swung on, foul tip. Back to the screen, strike 2. Cavs had the hit and run on there. No balls, 2 strikes to Johnson. Popped up, shallow right field. Looks like Clayton Moore's got a beat on it. Actually going to be Thomason, the first baseman, taking it. Still in the dirt for a big second out of the inning. So 2 outs, and that'll bring up Ethan Calder.
Pitcher, Ethan Calder.
Calder 0 for 2 in the night. Flew out to center field, grounded out to first. steps in here with 2 outs and runners at the corners. Curveball stays a little high, ball 1. One 0 pitch, swung on, fouled back, and the count was up 1 ball, 1 strike. Going into extra innings down at Rattler Field, still 4-4, Westwood and San Marcos. Westwood had a 4-0 lead early in that one. The Rattlers came back to tie it up late. That pitch misses outside. 2 balls and a strike to Calder. Foul tip back and the count 2-2. Mulcahy trying to get out of the inning without any further damage done. He's 1 strike away from doing just that. But that 3rd strike has been tough to get on these guys. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Foul back to the screen. How many times have I said that? But 2 strikes on a Cavalier batter. Two-two pitch, Mulcahy. That ball ripped down the right field line. That's going to drop into for a base hit. 1 runner's going to score. Ripple rounding second, heading for 3rd. They're going to wave him around as the outfield just now getting to the ball. It's going to be a 2 RBI double to right field from Ethan Calder, helping his own cause. And that makes it 8-0, Lake Travis. Caden Kinn and David Ripple both scoring easily.
Brings up designated hitter Will Langdon.
So Calder's courtesy runner standing at second base with 2 out. A 5-run inning here for the Cavs to break it open. As Will Langdon, the 9th batter of the inning, stepping in. He's 1 for 2 on the night. And throw to second, runner back. Liam Richards, a runner. The pitch. Curveball beauty in there for a strike. 0-1 to Langdon. One pitch. Chopper left side coming on. Stan's going to get under the glove, go out in the left center field for a, probably going to be ruled a single. As the runner comes in, Richard scores to make it 9-0. Simon Baker, kind of the do or die, tried to get it on the short hop. Unable to come up with the clean. That makes it 9-0 Lake Travis. The Cavaliers have battled around. Dylan Slaughterbox started the uprising by walking back about 30 minutes ago. That pitch in there for a strike. Strike 1 to Slaughterbox. 1 for 1 with a walk, 2 runs scored tonight. Oh, 1 pitch. Misses down low, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch. That one is a foul ball, I think, off the bat handle. The count 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Dylan Slaughterbock, the pitch. Foul back to the screen again. Fouling all pitches, hanging alive. That pitch misses. The count evens up 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Slaughterbock. Langdon, the runner at first base. Just missed off the outside corner of the plate. The count goes full to Slaughterbock. And now time is called. Three balls, 2 strikes with 2 away. There goes the runner off first and lifted foul out of play to the right side. The hit and run on again. Lake Travis trying to get that 10th run home here. Put the Vipers in danger of being run ruled. Three balls, 2 strikes. There goes the runner again. That ball's hit up the middle. Glances off the mound. Moore's got it off the mound, and a good throw and a great stretch by Landon Thomason. Caught a break. That ball was headed for center field. Glance off the mound, took about a 30-degree angle right to the glove of Clayton Moore. He threw it up the outfield side, but Landon Thomason able to Pilates stretch out. And Coach Rogers arguing the call. For now, it's a 6-3 putout to retire the side. Umpire's going to talk it over. We'll keep it here until they make it official. All 4 umpires getting together and talking things over around the pitcher's mound. Oh, they're going to overturn the call. They're going to say safe at first. Calls are never overturned. It's overturned tonight. And now Coach Ickle's going to come out. He is not going to be happy about this one. He's still talking to the first base umpire and the home plate umpire.
Come on, Blue!
So Slaughterbock is going to be given first base. And Will Langdon is going to move up to second. And Daniel Ripple will step in. Originally called out. Coach Rogers argued, protested. The umpires got together, talked about it for a few minutes, and overruled the call. This is our 28th game of the season. That's the first time I've seen a call overruled all season. And Coach Ickle still expressing his opinion to the first base umpire. So Lake Travis will continue. Daniel Ripple will step in. Runners at first and second with 2 away. And the first pitch down low, ball 1 to Ripple. Ripple singled earlier in the inning. 2 for 2 on the night, doubled and scored in the second. Pitch inside, ball 2. Two-0 pitch. Low, ball 3. So 3 balls, no strikes to Ripple. Right down the pipe for a strike. 3-1. Reset it. Will Langdon at second base. Dylan Slaughterbock at first with 2 outs. And the pitch. Ground ball up the middle, and that's going to get out into center field for a base hit. They're going to wave around Langdon. They're going to go over to third. They're going to get him at third base. One will score, but they got him at third. Now the question is, and I think the run did come home, but does the run count? Said no run. Okay, I thought he beat the throw home, but I guess not. We'll take it. So a nice play there by the Viper outfield, by the way. Jackson Lewis getting to that ball, realizing he had a runner hung up between second and third, threw a strike over to Hudson Lilly. And Schlotterbach will be thrown out for the third out of the inning. Just took a little while longer. So a single for Ripple. In the inning, 6 runs on what are, I believe, are 7 hits. No errors, 2 runners left on base. And we will go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. 9-0 now, Lake Travis on top. So we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Again, we want to thank Jennifer Farrell, Stevie Mueller, everybody with the Vandegrifts Baseball Booster Club, and all of our sponsors that you see there. Our Grand Slam sponsor, Shannon Kramer with Kramer Property Group. Our home run sponsor, Silverton Custom Homes with Mr. Jason Grimm and Jones and Spross. Our double play sponsors, Sport Clips Haircuts, Craig Smizer with 1835 Realty, Ranch Road Vision Source, and the DeQuebos Company. Our single play sponsors, Pediatric Dentistry of Steiner Ranch, Trent Reynolds Player Development, Steiner Dental, Pinnacle Sports Performance and Rehabilitation, Candalia Haley Dance Hall, Tomlin Family Orthodontics, Steiner Wellness and Nutrition, and South Star Bank, along with our Vype Network sponsor, Academy Sports and Outdoors. So here we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Vipers need some runs. Heart of the order due up here. Clayton Moore, 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up. Moore 0 for 1 on the night, struck out in the 1st inning. And looks at the first pitch outside, ball 1. Ethan Calder in his 4th inning of work, unofficially 38 pitches to the first 3. He struck out 4, hasn't walked anybody. And that pitch in for a strike, strike 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Clayton Moore. One ball, 2 strikes. A swing and a miss, strike 3. And Moore's out on strikes, route number 1. That'll bring up the catcher, Braden Buchanan. Wild one down in Buda. Liberty Hill scoring 9 runs in the top of the 4th inning. Johnson scoring 8 in the bottom of the 4th inning to tie it up 11 all. And the first pitch to bring Buchanan in there at the knees, call strike 1. Buchanan with a single in the 1st inning. Pitch high and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the 6th inning down at Burger Field, 6-1. Cedar Ridge still leading Bowie. 1-1 pitch. Down low, 2-1. Looking for a Westwood update, looking for a Vista Ridge Westlake update. I'll keep looking. 2 balls and a strike. Foul back to the screen, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Buchanan. Pitch misses outside. They're in extra innings. Gael Garcia drives in the go-ahead run with a bases loaded, 1 out swinging bunt. So Westwood on top by 1. They go to the bottom half of whatever inning they're in there. That pitch up high to Buchanan for a 1-out walk. That'll bring up Connor Freeman 0 for 1 in the game. He struck out in the first inning. Curtis, a runner here for Buchanan. It is Jack Nelson running for Buchanan. Little poker down the left field. That's going to be caught by the left fielder. A great catch. I thought that was going to drop in there. The left fielder, Daniel Ripple, got a great jump on it, laid out, landed awkwardly, but held on to the ball for out number 2. Nice play by Daniel Ripple to rob Connor Freeman of a single. Oh, he dropped it. He dropped it. The ground crawls to fumble. So they threw Nelson out at second. He had to hold up. He was caught in no man's land. I missed that. So it's going to be 7-4. Freeman's aboard on a weird fielder's choice. And that'll bring up Gavin Shaddix. So my apologies. I thought he held on to that ball. So Ripple unable to hang on, but recovered in time to throw out the runner at second base, who had to hold up at first. So 2 outs, Freeman at first for Shaddix. And the pitch down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Shaddix singled in the second. Pitch way outside, 2 balls and a strike. That one fouled back to the screen, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. That one poked off the bat handle, and that is going to drop in there for a base hit. So the Vipers have runners at first and second. As Freeman moves up to second base, Shaddix aboard with his second hit of the night. That'll bring up Simon Baker with 2 outs and 2 aboard. Baker 0 for 1, grounded into a 6-3 double play. On a bit of a tough break in the second inning. Freeman at second, Shaddix at first with 2 away. Pitch down low, ball 1. First time tonight, VandeGrift has had a runner in scoring position. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike to Baker. Freeman at second, Shaddix at first. And now time is called. Calder quickly back on the rubber, looking in the lefty with the 1-1 pitch, 2 outs. Poke foul back out of play, and the count goes to 1-2 to Baker. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Inside low, 2-2. Landon Thomason on deck. If Baker can extend the inning. And now time is called. Two pitch. Misses inside and the count goes full. Freeman at second, Shaddix at first. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Vipers trying to get on the board, trailing at 9-0. The pitch. That's going to be in there for a base hit. Over Kent's head. 1 run is going to score as Freeman comes in. They're going to hold Shaddix up at third. Vipers are on the board on the RBI single to left field. At the bat is Simon Baker. That's 1. So runners at the corners with 2 away, and that'll bring up Landon Thompson, and that'll draw a visit to the mound from Coach Rogers. Freeman comes home. Shattuck standing at third. Baker at first. Runners at the corners with 2 outs for Thomason. Once this conference is over.
Where's that? Dallas. They use 5.
So the conference is over finally. And Landon Thompson will step in.
Cover the plate.
They're special. They're all
Swing and a miss, strike 1 to the Viper first baseman. 0 for 1 in the night. He struck out in the second. No balls and a strike to Thompson. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Whatever Coach Rogers told Ethan Calder, it's been effective on these first 2 pitches. We'll see if Thompson can adjust and put it in play here with runners at the corners and 2 out. Snapped over to first, they got him picked off. Now see if the Vipers can manufacture this run. The run will score. And the ball is dropped, he's still alive. And they finally tag him and get him out. So Simon Baker is picked off to retire the side. I'm not even going to try to score it for you. The good news is, at least, that there's a silver lining. He stayed alive long enough to allow Shaddix to come home on the double steal to make it 9-2. So the Vipers do get 2 runs in the inning. They get it on 2 hits. Nobody left on base. We play through 4. We will go to the 5th inning. You score 9-2. Vipers trail. You're listening to Vandegrift Vipers Baseball on the Vype Live Network.
What does the 50th anniversary of Title IX mean? It means I'm valued, I'm empowered, I can do anything. It means I'll pave the way for every girl who plays high school sports in the future, just like every female student, coach, official, and administrator blaze the trail for me, because every student deserves the opportunity to play. Encourage girls you know to participate in Texas high school sports.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Half of the 5th inning, trailing it by 7, 9-2 your score. Merle Bertrand here. Get my pitch count up to date here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm sure that was riveting radio. And Dylan McCahey out for his first full inning of work. He'll be facing Austin Reed. 8, 9, and 1 hitters go up here for Lake Travis. 9 runs, 11 hits, no errors for Lake Travis. 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for VANDEGRIFT through the first 4 innings of play. Coach Schickle coming out and adjusting something on the lineup. I'm looking around to see if anything has changed from what I can see. Tyler Hubbard now taking over in center field. Thank you, sir. So Tyler Hubbard now the center fielder as Austin Reed will step in. And he takes the first pitch on the call, strike 1 from Mulcahy. This is actually a pinch hitter for the Cavs. Number 10, we'll get that name here in just a second. The curveball bends into strike 2. Liam Richards. And the count is no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. They'll go down to first. And that'll be 1 out here in the Cavalier 5th inning. And that'll bring up Gavin Schlotterbach with 1 out and the base is empty. That is the first time tonight that Lake Travis has not had the leadoff hitter reach base. As Gavin Schlotterbach will step in. He is 1 for 2 on the night, singled and scored in the 4th inning. And that's a good looking pitch. I don't know how the umpire doesn't call that a strike. Call the ball, 1-0 the count. Same pitch. That time it's called a strike. Should give him 2. 1 ball, 1 strike. One more pitch. Down low, ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. Just missed outside low, and the count goes to 3-1 to Schlotterbach. In there for a strike. And the count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gavin Schlotterbach is out on strikes for out number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts from Dylan Mulcahy. Back to the top of the order, and Caden Kent will go. 2 outs, base is empty. Kent 2 for 3 on the night with an RBI double in the 4th inning. And the pitch down low, ball 1. They're still playing down in San Marcos. The Rattlers tied it up. Westwood got out of a bases-loaded jam on a double play. So they're still playing an extra innings down in San Marcos in game number 1 of that series. That ball poked in there to left field, but drifting back and making the catch out in left field is Gavin Shaddix. And it is a 1-2-3 inning for Lake Travis here in the 5th inning. Nice job by Mulcahy. Good job of the Viper defense. Now let's get the bats going and keep the pressure on this Cavaliers ball club. 9 outs remaining. 9 outs to get 7 runs. For the Vipers in the bottom of the 5th inning, it'll be Landon Thompson. He was at the plate in the 4th inning when the Vipers engineered that inadvertent double steal. So it'll be Thomason, Connor, and Hudson Lilly due up. Chasing 7 runs on the scoreboard. We've seen this team score runs in bunches. They'll need to do it again. Cedar Park's defeated Dripping Springs in Game 1 over at Matt Ariano Ballpark at Cedar Park. 6-1, the Timberwolves with the win there. Top of the 6th inning down in Buda. It's 12-11 Johnson over Liberty Hill in a wild one. Email still open, voiceofthevipers@gmail.com. You want to give a shout out to your favorite player on either side. Voice of the Vipers, all one word plural, at gmail.com. Thank you for hanging with us tonight on this audio broadcast. Sorry we were prohibited by UIL rules from doing a video broadcast. So if you're staying with us all night long, thank you. And Calder's going to at least start the 5th inning. He hasn't thrown that many pitches, only 62 unofficially by my count through the first 4. Scattered 5 hits. So here again is Landon Thompson to lead off the Viper 5th, 0 for 1 in the night. And swings on the first pitch, fouls it out of play to the right side, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That's where Thompson was a moment ago. Down in the count, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. In there, called strike 3. For out number 1, strikeout number 5 of the night, recorded by Ethan Calder with 1 out and the bases empty. That'll bring up MD Connor. Connor 0 for 1. He struck out in the 3rd. And he takes the curveball to Lettuce for call strike 1. That ball, soft line drive, going to take a 1 hop to second. The throw to first, the 4-3 put out goes Slaughter back to Cole Johnson. And with 2 outs and the bases empty, that'll bring up third baseman Hudson Lilly. Lilly 0 for 1. He grounded out to third, back in the 3rd. Steps in here with 2 outs and the bases empty. Looks at the first pitch at the knees for call strike 1. Shows bunt and bunts it back to the screen, strike 1, or strike 2. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Lilly. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Vipers are gone quietly here. 1-2-3, nothing across in the 5th inning. We have played through 5. We will go to the 6th inning. Still 9-2 Lake Travis. You're listening to Vandergrift Vipers Baseball on the Vype Live Network.
Interested in Vype Campus? Vype Campus brings our popular citywide media days right to your doorstep. As a Vype Campus client, we will work with you to help you take advantage of our unique campus model to build a unique experience for your school. From media day photo shoots of all your athletes to game day coverage, broadcasts and live streams, video and digital content, hype videos, the Vype U program, same day graphics, and of course your very own campus magazine, Vype Campus is truly whatever you want it to be. Email info@vipemedia.com to find out how to join Vype Campus today.
Top half of the sixth inning, still 9-2 Lake Travis on top. New pitcher in the ball game for the VandeGrift Vipers. It is Austin Spielis making his 8th appearance on the season, a record of 1-0, 11 2/3 innings pitched. Giving up 11 hits, 5 runs for those earned. He has struck out 3, walked 9, an ERA of 2.40. Figures to be battling for a starting position next year. Want to remind you, don't miss the UIL Baseball State Championship starting Wednesday, June 8th at UFCU Dishwalk Field in Austin, Texas, and the Dell Diamond in Round Rock, Texas. Ticket information and more can be found at uiltexas.org. So nice job by Dylan Mulcahy holding the fire. And Austin Spielis will face the heart of the Cavalier batting order. David Ripple stepping in to lead it off. It'll be Ripple, Cole Johnson, and Ethan Calder due up. And the first pitch misses, ball 1 to Ripple. Ripple 1 for 1 tonight, a bunt single, a 2-run scored. He's also walked and was hit by a pitch. So he's been on base all 3 times. Inside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ripple. Good pitch there from Spielis. Paints the inside corner. 1-2. Pitch up high, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls and 2 strikes. Fouled straight back. Give a shout out to an old friend of ours. BJ Waltz is going back to the early days of KMAX Sports. Tuned in to the broadcast tonight. Good to hear from you, BJ. Hope you're doing well. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ripple. Misses inside, and the count goes full. The 3-2 pitch from Spielis. Lifting in the air to the left side. Shaddix has it played perfectly, and he hauls it in for out number 1. So 1 out in the Cavs' 6th inning. That'll bring up the first baseman, Cole Johnson.
First baseman, Cole Johnson.
Bowie down to their final 3 outs. They still trail Cedar Ridge 6-1. Bottom of the 7th down at Burger Field. Top of the 6th inning down in Buda. It's still 12-11 Johnson over Liberty Hill. All of our Houston games are done tonight. Pitch up high, ball 1 to Johnson, who is 0 for 3 in the night. Struck out swinging and has popped out a couple of times. In there for a strike, and the count evens up. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. Beautiful curveball, probably about 45 miles an hour. Cole Johnson had time to swing at that thing 3 times, couldn't swing at all. It drops in there for a strike. 1-2 the count. Got him on the high heat. Beautiful sequence there by Austin Spielis, 2 away. Two outs now from Ethan Calder. Calder 1 for 3 with a 2 RBI double in the 4th. Steps up here with 2 outs and the base is empty. Sky high pop-up, shallow left field. Who's going to take it? It's going to be Shaddix coming in, calls off the shortstop Baker. And nice job, Austin Spielis. A 1-2-3 inning, nothing across. Second consecutive 1-2-3 inning. Now the Vipers got to get the bats going. We'll keep it here as we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Still trailing at 9-2. Top of the order to go up here for Vandegrift in the top of the 6th inning. It's due to be Jackson Lewis, Clayton Moore, Braden Buchanan. Hopefully, we'll see Connor Freeman, Gavin Shattuck, Simon Baker, Landon Thomas, and MD Connor and Hudson Lilly. Let's get about a 5-run inning here and put some pressure on this Cavalier club that hasn't been tested all that much this year. Ethan Calderon for his 5th inning of work unofficially. 70 pitches through the first 5. Struck out 6 batters, walked only 1. And has scattered 11 Viper hits. I keep pinging over to Twitter just at random to see if I get an update for Westlake and San Marcos. Also looking for Vista Ridge and Westlake. They were supposed to have game 1 last night, but it got rained out. Well, I'm not seeing anything yet. I'll keep looking. It'll be Tyler Hubbard batting here for Lures. He took over for Lures in center field an inning or 2 ago. So Hubbard, Moore, and Buchanan due up here for the Vipers in the 6th inning. 6 outs to get 7 runs. And the first pitch on the call, strike 1 to Hubbard. That ball ripped out to left field for a base hit. So Tyler Hubbard with a leadoff single, and that'll bring up Clayton Moore. Nice job by Tyler Hubbard. He'll be the first to tell you he struggled at the plate a bit this year, but he comes in big here to lead off the 6th inning. Let's see what Clayton Moore can do. 0 for 2 tonight. He struck out twice. He shows bunt and bunts to it. Foul tip, strike 1. Pitch misses outside, ball 1. Little tip of the cap to this Viper ball club, regardless of what happens tonight. Fell behind 9-0 in the 4th inning. Looked like they might get run ruled. Have bounced back to score 2 in the bottom of the 4th and got 2 straight scoreless innings from their pitching and the defense. We're still playing here in the 6th inning as that pitch misses outside. Ball 2, 2-1 to Moore. Two-one pitch. That's going to get down for a base hit. That might go to the wall. Rounding second, heading for third is Hubbard. That ball will go to the wall. They're going to wave around Tyler Hubbard. Rounding second, heading for third is Clayton Moore. Nope, he's going to hold up there. But it is an RBI double to left center field on the bat of Clayton Moore to make it 9-3, and the Viper fans are back in the ball game. RBI double from the Lone Ranger to score Hubbard. 9-3 your score. And now the big guns do up. Braden Buchanan will step in. Still nobody out. Moore at second base. Buchanan 1 for 1 of the night. Also walked in the 4th. Ooh, check the swing. He wanted to go on that one. Strike one. No balls, one strike. Athenides to strike two. 7th hit of the night for VANDEGRIFT. As good as this Lake Travis pitching is, the Vipers have got to him. Pivot, no throw. Moore not going anywhere. No balls, 2 strikes to Buchanan. Poked fouled on the right field line. The count remains 0-2. They've gone final down at Burger. Cedar Ridge takes game 1, 6-1. That series will head to Round Rock. Games 2 and 3 tomorrow at Cedar Ridge. Oh, 2 pitch. That ball slapped to center field. Will it get down? No, it will not. Hard hit, but right at the center fielder, Austin Reed. He took about 2 steps and made the catch bell high. Buchanan gave it a ride. But it's allowed out to center field for out number 1. That'll bring up Connor Freeman with 1 out runner at second. Freeman 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the 4th. Pitch missed outside, ball 1 to Connor Freeman. Pivot back to second, nothing to do with the count 1-0 here to Freeman. The pitch on its way, swing and a miss, strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch with 1 out. Ground ball right side. That might get through. It's going to be knocked down by the second baseman to keep it from going out in the outfield and scoring a run. Good play there by Dylan Slaughterbock to keep it out in the infield, but it's going to be an infield single for Freeman. Runners at the corners with 1 away. So Moore up to third, Freeman up to first for Gavin Shaddix. 1 out. Now Slaughterbock doesn't make that play. Clayton Moore scores the 4th run of the ball game, so that was a big play there by Slaughterbock. Shaddix, batting average might be back up over 400 now. He's 2 for 2 tonight with a couple of singles and a run scored. Came in tonight batting .393. Runners at the corners with 1 away. And the pitch up high, ball 1. No activity in Lake Travis's bullpen. Down low, ball 2. You get another run or 2 here, this game gets a little interesting. Moore at third, Freeman at first, just 1 out. Hitter's pitch coming, 2 balls, no strikes to Shaddix. Ooh, laid out the curveball. Didn't like it, called the strike, 2-1. Two-one pitch and popped up straight back overhead. And now the count 2-2 to the Viper left fielder. Two-two pitch. Ethan Calder, the lefty at the belt. Ground ball left side, just to score a run, and it's going to be dropped. The run will score anyway. 9-4. Would have been a tough play for Ripple. We'll see how they rule it. Clayton Morris comes in with the 4th run of the ball game. Still this one out, runners at first and second. Freeman up to second, Shattuck's up to first with 1 out for Simon Baker. Looks like that's going to be ruled a single. And I think Ethan Calder's going to come out of this ball game. Coach Rogers has ridden this horse about as far as he can go here, I think. Nobody warming up in the bullpen. That means that if he does come out, the replacement will probably come from the field. We'll see what they do here. 2 runs in for the Vipers here in inning number 5. And he's going to stay in for at least one more batter. Interesting. Okay, that was ruled an error, so Shattuck's awarded first base on the error. No RBI. Run still counts. That's all that matters. 9-4. Runners at first and second. 1 out for Simon Baker. 1 for 2 on the night with an RBI single. And now time is called. Popped up on foul ball on the right side. It's going to get out of play into the Viper fans. Strike 1 to Baker. Had the pleasure last Friday night of calling the Lady Viper softball game against Bowie. They fell behind 8-0. 8 runs in 1 inning scored by Bowie. Came back, scored 4 runs to make it 8-4. That wound up being the final score. They tried to mount the comeback. Vipers trying to mount the comeback here tonight. Swing and a miss, strike 2 to Baker. Toss over to first, runner just did get back. No balls, 2 strikes to Baker. That Bowie softball team won their 1-game area round playoff game tonight, so they're on to the round of 3. No balls, 2 strikes to Baker. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Baker's out for out number 2. The Viper softball team, a fun team to watch. Got back to the playoffs for the 2nd straight year. That program's on the rise, much like VandeGrift baseball is on the rise. As Landon Thompson will step in with 2 outs, runners at first and second. Freeman at second, Shattuck's at first, now 2 away for Thompson. Time is called. You'd like to get a couple more here to give yourself a more realistic chance heading into the 7th inning. Let's see if Thompson can keep the inning alive. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Calder digging deep here, trying to shut down the Vipers in the 6th inning. Swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch with 2 away from Calder. Foul straight back. Thompson gets a piece of it to hang alive. Calder digging back in from the left side. Thomason ready. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Viper uprising in the 6th inning has been quelled, but not before VandeGrift gets 2 more runs to creep a little bit closer. They get it on. 3 hits helped out by an error. Leave 2 runners aboard. We have played through 6. We'll go to the 7th, trailing it by 5, 9-4. We'll take a break and be right back. You're listening to Vandergrift Vipers Baseball on Vype Live. Welcome back to Venom Field. Merle Bertrand here. Austin Spiel is on to pitch his second straight inning after pitching a 1-2-3 inning in the 6th inning. And he'll be facing the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the Lake Travis Cavaliers. It'll be Will Langdon, Dylan Slauterbach, and Daniel Ripple. Same 2 teams tomorrow. Game number 2 from Cavaliers Field in Lake Travis at 1 o'clock. Pre-game at 12:50, give or take a couple of minutes. And the first pitch up high, ball 1 to Will Langdon. Langdon 2 for 3 in the night with a couple of RBI singles. Lifted to the air to the right side, drifting over and making the catch at the right field of Connor Freeman. Up against the line for out number 1. One away now for Dylan Slauterbach. Yeah, we got a pinch hitter here in for the Cavaliers. This is number 2. That is Caden Barkley. So Barkley to pinch hit for Dylan Slauterbach. With 1 out here and the base is empty. The pitch up high, ball 1 from Austin Spielis out for his second inning of work. High inside, 2-0. Two-0 pitch. Swung on, foul tip. 2-1. A whole bunch of high school baseball coming up on Vype Live tomorrow from both Austin and Houston, along with the 2022 Texas Girls High School State Lacrosse Semifinals. That starts tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Fouled out of play. The count 2-2 to Barkley. Pitch up high and the count goes full. 3-2 to Barkley. Three balls, 2 strikes from Spielis. Swung on, just got a piece of the fastball. So Barkley hangs alive. Cooper Scott on deck, ready to pinch hit for the Cavaliers. Ground ball left side, going to be scooped out by Baker. The throw is going to be high. Backed up nicely by Buchanan to keep the runner at first. That was a slow roller. Both Baker and Lilly converging on it. Neither one of them had a real good look, and it's going to be an infield single, I believe, for Caden Barkley.
Good hustle break, Cooper Scott.
Now they're going to rule that an error. They're going to call that a throwing error. Tough error there. And stepping in will be Cooper Scott, the pinch hit. So Barkley at first with one out. Scott will step in to bat for the first time tonight. They're going to give him second base. The ball went into the dugout. So Barkley will be standing at second base. Pitch in there, call strike one. No balls and a strike to Scott. And that curveball spins off the plate, 1-1. One pitch. There goes the runner off third. The throw down from Buchanan, and that's not even going to be close. Not even close. Braden Buchanan firing a strike to cut down Gaten Barkley trying to steal third, and there are two away. So 2 outs now, bases empty, and a count of 1 ball and 2 strikes to Cooper Scott. Beautiful curveball, but it stayed a little high, says the umpire, and the count goes 2-2. Two-two pitch with 2 away. Missed outside, and the count goes full to Scott. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Lifted foul out of play. And the count remains full. Three-two pitch coming from Austin Spielis. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And another 1-2-3 inning, 3 straight. This one a bit unconventional, but we'll take it. Nothing across. Second strikeout of the ball game by Austin Spielis. We'll go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Need 5 runs to tie it, 6 runs to win it. Here from Venom Field. And it'll be 8-9-1 hitters due up here for the Vipers. M.D. Connor, Hudson Lilly, then back to the top of the order, and Tyler Hubbard will go. Ethan Calder will stay on to pitch the 7th. I've got him at 94 pitches. Not an official pitch count by any stretch of the imagination, but somewhere in that neighborhood. He's battled tonight. The Vipers have got to him for the 7 hits, 8 hits on the night. But he's had enough of a cushion. He's been able to battle through it. Still scrolling through Twitter here to see if I can get some scoring updates. Not seeing a final between Westwood and San Marcos. We'll keep looking. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, and M.D. Connor will step in. 0 for 2 on the night, struck out and grounded out the second. Looks at the first pitch at the knees for call strike 1. Swung on, foul back to the net, and the count quickly 0-2 to Connor, the Viper DH. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch to Connor. Tapper right side, going to be a tough play. It takes a funny bounce, and it gets over the second baseman's glove. And Connor will be aboard at first. That ball was taking forever to get to him. And Slaughterback tried to charge it. The ball had a lot of English on it. We'll see how that one's ruled. But M.D. Connor's aboard. And Hudson Lilly will step in. He is 0 for 2 on the night, grounded out to third, and struck out. We'll get a courtesy runner over at first. And we're going to have a pitching change. And a well-deserved round of applause for Ethan Calder. Come in, pitch 6+ innings of work. And he will give way here for Lake Travis. Coming in to pitch for the Cavaliers will be Jackson Baker. We'll let Baker take his warm-up tosses and be right back. You're listening to Vandegrifft Vipers Baseball and Vype Live.
Become a Vype Insider today. Access breaking news in high school sports. Enjoy premium articles and exclusive coverage written by expert analysts, and watch exclusive videos, documentaries on programs in your area. It's only $2.99 a month if you subscribe for the monthly plan. If you go for the yearly plan, it rounds out to just $1.99 a month. It costs you only $24 a year to get all of your Vype news throughout the entire year. Subscribe today. What are you waiting for? It's less than a cup of coffee a month. Become a Vype Insider. $2.99 a month, $23.99 for the whole year. Hey, it's Vype. We will see you at the games.
Welcome back to Venom Field. New pitcher in for Lake Travis is Jackson Baker. Courtesy runner over first base for MD Connor. Still waiting to find out who that is. Hudson Lily will step in to bat here. Beautiful night for baseball after hitting the low 90s here today in Austin. Daniel Ripple, Austin Reed, O.J. Gonzalez, the outfield left to right. David Ripple, Caden Kent, Dylan Slaughterback, Cole Johnson, the infield third to first. Gavin Slaughterback behind the plate, and Jackson Baker trying to close it out here for Lake Travis. He'll face off against Hudson Lilly, as the Vipers have a runner at first base and nobody out, down by 5. Becky Kramer, the runner at first base. Thank you. And the pitch misses outside, ball 1 to Hudson Lilly. So Kramer running at first base for MD Connor. And that pitch misses high and away. The count quickly 2-0 to Lilly. Two balls, no strikes. Taken all the way. That pitch in there for a strike. 2-1. One pitch. That ball gets back to the screen. That's going to allow Kramer to move up to second base, and the count goes to 3-1 to Lilly. We'll take all the help we can get. Down by 5 here in the 7th inning, but the Vipers have battled back. Fell behind 9-0, have scored 4 unanswered runs, looking for more. 3-1 pitch. Slider in there for a strike, and the count goes full to Lilly. Now time is called. Three-two pitch. Inside, ball 4. And Vandegrifft has runners at first and second with nobody out. Just a second walk surrendered by Lake Travis. Pitching back to the top of the order will go to Tyler Hubbard. Hubbard started off the last inning with a single, came around to score the first, or the third Viper run of the ball game. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Swing and a miss, strike one. Kramer at second, Lilly at first. Swing and a miss, strike two. Nothing fancy about Baker, just a lot of heat. No balls, 2 strikes. Low ball 1. Baker taking his time. Now he's got the sign, and now time is called. Hubbard got tired of waiting on him. Steps out of the box. The count remains 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Lifted fouled on the right field line, tailing out of play. Hubbard gets a piece of it. He hangs alive. The count remains 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chase that pitch outside. That's out number 1. That'll bring up Clayton Moore. Moore 1 for 3 with an RBI double last inning. Steps up here with 1 out, runners at first and second. Kramer at second, Lilly at first. Shows bunt and pulls it back. The curveball bends in there for a strike at the letters for strike number 1. A 1 pitch. Inside, almost hit him, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Baker, a big, tall right-hander. Cavaliers red glove on his left hand. The 1-1 pitch. Curveball bends off the plate. The count goes to 2-1. Two-one pitch. Up high, ball 3. Well, you would expect Moore to be taking this pitch here with a 3-1 count. Vipers need base runners. 3 balls and a strike. Does take it. It's called a strike on the inside corner, much to the displeasure of VandeGrift fans, and the count goes full to Clayton Moore. So now 3-2. The pitch. Outside, ball 4, and the Vipers have the bases loaded. That didn't miss by much, but we will take it. Kramer trots down to third, Lilly up to second. Moore aboard at first on the walk. He now leads the team in walks, by the way, and who else do you want coming up here with the bases loaded but Braden Buchanan? 1 out, bases jammed. Buchanan 1 for 3 tonight. And that pitch stays up high, ball 1. One-0 pitch. Outside, ball 2. I have no idea why the Cavalier outfield is playing as shallow as they are with a 5-run lead. If he gets a hold of one, it'll get over their head. 2 balls, no strikes. The count's in his favor. Bases loaded, 1 away. At the knees for a strike. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Up high inside, 3-1. We'll take him any way we can get him. And that's going to draw a visit from the catcher, Gavin Schlotterbach. He'll go talk to Jackson Baker. Conversation is over. 3 balls and a strike coming up here to the Viper catcher. Bases loaded with just 1 out. Way outside, ball 4. That walks one in, and that will bring up the tying run to the plate, believe it or not. Becca Kramer trots home to make it 9-5. Lilly up to third base. Moore up to second. Buchanan with an RBI walk. More than likely Jack Nelson will run for him, and Coach Rogers is going to come out. 9-5, and who would have thunk that the Vipers are going to bring the tying run to the plate here in the 7th inning. And we're going to have, looks like, another pitching change. Going to be Caden Kent. Started the game as shortstop. He's going to come in and try to shut the Vipers down. We'll see how they move their defense around. Dylan Slaughterbock moves from second to short. So who took over at second base? That's number 12. That's David Ripple. He moved over from third to second. Eventually they'll run out of players they can move around. It's like one of those little plastic puzzles with all the squares. Number 20 is now over at third base. I think that's where it comes to an end. So we'll find out who number 20 is here for Lake Travis, and then reset it for you. Maddox Madrano. So Maddox Madrano with third. Dylan Slaughterback moves from second to short. David Ripple moves from third to second. Cole Johnson stays put mercifully. New pitcher in is Caden Kent. And stepping up is Connor Freeman with the bases loaded, representing the tying run with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Kudos to the Vipers. Fell behind by 9, didn't give up in the ball game, and to give themselves a chance to win here in the bottom of the 7th, however slim that chance is.
Connor Freeman for the Vipers, ladies and gentlemen.
So here is Freeman. 1 for 3 in the night, an infield single, and a run scored. First pitch misses outside, ball 1. Lilly standing on third, Moore at second. I believe it's Nelson running for Buchanan at first. That pitch at the knees for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch to Freeman. Outside corner for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. And now time is called. Kent, right-hander. Looking in, the 1-2 pitch. Way outside, 2-2. Gavin Shattuck's on deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Freeman from the left side. The pitch from Kent. Swung on, foul tip, back to the screen. Got a piece of it. Two pitch again coming from Kent. In the call, strike 3. Good pitch. Crossed him up. Freeman knew it, and the Vipers are down to the final strike. Or the final out, pardon me. Gavin Shattuck will step in. 2 outs, bases still loaded. Shattuck's 2 for 3 in the night. Also reached on an error in the 6th inning, but the run scored. Bases still loaded, but now 2 away. Simon Baker on deck if Shattuck can keep the game alive. High inside, ball 1. Game is slowed down. Every pitch a chess match. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch from Kent. Popped up, get out of here, it does. Strike 1. Foul out of play to the right side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lilly at third, Moore at second. Nelson at first. 2 outs. Shattuck's a tying run at the plate. Well, 1 pitch. Inside corner for a strike, and now VandeGrift is down to the final strike. Kent does this thing in his windup, a little bit of a dance step, if you will. Kind of looks like Max Headroom with his left foot. Kind of tapping it back and forth before he completes his motion. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Shattuck's. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's the ball game. Chase the pitch outside. And Caden Kent comes in to shut down the Vipers. They made it interesting. Scored a run, pulled within 4 at 9-5 after spotting Lake Travis a 9-run lead, but couldn't complete the comeback. And the Vipers fall tonight in game number 1 by a final score of 9-5. We'll take a break, be back to wrap this one up and set the table for game number 2 tomorrow. You've been listening to VandeGrift Vipers Baseball on Vype Live.
High school sports don't just happen. There's a ton of work that goes into every single athletic event.
And we have our school's athletic director to thank for a lot of it. Thank you.
For scheduling officials, so I can always play the game I love.
For ordering quality athletic equipment, so I can stay safe on the field.
For mentoring my coaches, so they can be the best role models for me.
For coordinating transportation, so I can get focused for the big game.
For helping us develop character and learn lessons that will benefit us for the rest of our lives.
Thank you to our AD for always creating a positive experience for us. We'll never forget it.
From all of us at the NIAAA, thank you to every athletic administrator in Texas for all you do to enrich the lives of your students. It does not go unnoticed. This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Number 1 here to the Lake Travis Cavaliers. We'll give you the sad numbers here. Good ball game. 9 runs on 12 hits, 1 error for Lake Travis. And the winning pitcher will be Ethan Calder. He went 6+ innings of work. So he'll get the win. And for the Vandegrifft Vipers, 5 runs on 9 hits, 3 errors for the Vipers. Daniel Farrow pitched well, but will take the hard luck loss. Dylan McKay came in, did a nice job. Austin Fields did a really nice job, 2 innings of relief. Vipers spotted him 9 runs, came back to score 2 in the bottom of the 4th, 2 in the bottom of the 6th, and 1 in the 7th, left the bases loaded. If nothing else, the Vipers gave Lake Travis something to think about heading into tomorrow's game. Speaking of tomorrow, game number 2 from Cavaliers Field in Lake Travis. First pitch scheduled to go off at about 1 o'clock. And we'll be on there with you. It'll be another audio broadcast. We'll be on there at about 12:50 or so, give or take, tomorrow afternoon from Lake Travis. If there is a game number 3, and we hope they are, I like that ballpark. I don't mind sitting there for 8 hours. Game number 3 would follow 30 minutes after game number 2. So that's going to do it for us tonight. And again, thanks to Vandegrifft Boost Club President Jennifer Farrow, Vice President Stephen Mueller, and all of our sponsors for making the broadcast possible. Our Grand Slam sponsor, Shannon Kramer with Kramer Property Group. Our home run sponsor, Silverton Custom Homes with Mr. Jason Grimm, along with Jones and Spross. Our double play sponsors, Sport Clips Haircuts, Craig Smizer with 1835 Realty, Ranch Road Vision Source, and the DeQuabouse Company. And our single play sponsors, Pediatric Dentistry of Steiner Ranch, Trent Reynolds Player Development, Steiner Dental, Pinnacle Sports Performance and Rehabilitation, Candelia Haley Dance Hall, Tomlin Family Orthodontics, Steiner Wellness and Nutrition, and South Star Bank, along with our Vype Network sponsor. That would be Academy Sports and Outdoors. So again, we'll be back with you tomorrow afternoon as the Vipers travel down Highway 620 for game number 2 and hopefully game number 3 against the Lake Travis Cavaliers. Pre-game will get underway at roughly 12:50 or so, with first pitch set for 1 o'clock from Cavaliers Field. But for now, on behalf of our crew this evening, Russ Clary, our technical director, Stu Vidcott. I got music playing, and I don't know why. Let's still out there. Start over. There we go. Our technical director, Stu Vidcott, everyone from Vype Media. My name is Merle Bertrand